Okay, so in this episode we're going to be turning this old bed into a two-tier outdoors plant stand. Basically going to use the legs as the legs of the actual stand, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop down the existing headboard and the support panel. Behind here, you can't see it from where you are, is the actual end, the end of the bed, the toe ball, football, whatever you want to call it, and that's the tall leg's going to be the back legs, and the short one's going to be the front legs, and then I'm going to stagger them so you can have 2 rows of plant pots. So first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to cut these sections here. Okay, so what I'm cutting here is an inch notch out of it to create more centellar joint. The reason for this is because I want it to be more stable when it's up. So I'm going to cut a notch into there, about ½ inch into an inch, just take it out, and then it's going to slot in.
Now listen, girl, I'm just gonna teach you this dance. It's called ska and rhythm. Now, here's what you have to do. You gotta put your right foot out, just like you want.
Now, a good idea is when you're doing this, chiseling out a mortise in this way, always best to use a chisel, the bevel down. You have more control. More control over the actual, what you're doing with the actual chisel. See, if you have it bevel up, you start digging into it more. It's okay if you've got quite a lot of waste, but once you get down to more intricate or closer to the actual surface that you want smooth, you start digging into it too easily. Okay, so that's now a dry run with the bottom section. The plant pots are going to go on there. Now what we'll do is put some notches, obviously get this all sanded down and whatnot, get the varnish off and then waterproof it, but also we've got to get this top section notched into there. Also, what I've realised is you've got this routed section here, this decorative groove that goes around both sections. I'm going to have that facing down because I don't want water gathering in that and rotting, you know, sitting in there and rotting the timber over time.
I'm an ugly cat pipe. I'm an ugly cat pipe.
Right, now we have the mortises cut out, we need to get on with taking the finish off and then applying a waterproof sealer ready to go outside. For this I'm going to use a power sander because it will just take way too long to do it by hand. I don't want to use any chemical like a paint or remover or anything like that. First things first though, I think I'll clean up my little workshop, or garage as it really is, and then get on with sanding. Right, with all the sanding done, I suppose the next thing to do is give it a dry run and then glue it together.
If I could reach the border, then I would step across. So please take me to the border.
What I've also decided to do, seeing as that the centre is a little bit weak and bowed slightly in the middle, I'm going to use the bottom strut section that I cut off. I've measured out the height between the two shelves, and I'm going to cut this down and I'm going to wedge that in as a support. I'm also going to put some feet under the bottom of the shelf, underneath, more in the centre, for extra support as well. All I've done here is put 2 screws in to hold the brace in place. I've done that on the top and the bottom. Also, for extra support, I put one on the bottom, glued it, and put 2 more screws again from the other side. The only thing left to do now is water seal it. Now I'm going to use a water sealant here that's basically for concrete, brick, wood, whatever, anything that's porous that soaks it in. Quite a big tin there, you can get for quite cheap. Should wear rubber gloves when using this because it's not nice when you get it on your skin. Also, I would recommend putting a plastic sheet down when using this stuff, because it's just, if you get it anywhere, it's not nice. So I'm going to give that 2 coats as recommended. I've used this stuff before, and I know it works incredibly well. And watch out for flicking as well, because you don't want it in your face. Okay, this is the 2nd coat. So soon it shall be out in the garden once it's fully dried.